There is something few people talk about when it comes to awakening: the loneliness, because the moment your awareness begins to change, your life begins to change with it. And sometimes that change feels like losing everything that once felt familiar. When people talk about awakening, they often describe it as something beautiful, a moment of clarity, a moment of expansion, and it can be that. But what they rarely mention is the transition that comes before the new chapter appears. The phase where the old life begins to dissolve, but the new one has not fully formed yet. And that space can feel incredibly lonely, because as your awareness grows, you start seeing things differently. Conversations that once felt normal begin to feel empty. Environments that once felt comfortable begin to feel heavy. Habits that once defined your daily life no longer resonate. And slowly, without trying to force anything, things start changing. Some friendships begin to fade. Some relationships reach their natural end. Some career paths stop making sense. At first, it can feel confusing. You might wonder if you're doing something wrong. You might wonder why life suddenly feels quieter than before. But something deeper is happening. When your awareness changes, the reality around you begins to reorganize. The people and environments that once surrounded you were aligned with who you were at that time. Your old perspective, your old priorities, your old identity. And as that identity evolves, some of those connections naturally fall away. Not because anyone is wrong, not because anyone failed, but because life is always moving toward alignment, and alignment sometimes requires letting go of what once felt familiar. This is the phase many people misunderstand, the quiet phase, the moment where life becomes still, where the old structures dissolve. And for a while, it can feel like you're walking alone. But this space is not punishment. It is preparation. It is the moment where you are no longer surrounded by the noise of your old life. And in that silence, something important begins to appear. Clarity, because awakening is not just about seeing reality differently, it is about becoming someone new. And every transformation requires a moment where the old identity dissolves before the new one stabilizes. Nature follows the same pattern. A seed must break open before the tree can grow. The caterpillar dissolves before the butterfly appears. And in human life, awakening often follows that same rhythm. The old world fades before the new one arrives. So if you ever find yourself in a phase where life feels quieter than before, where some relationships have changed, where the path ahead is not fully clear yet, don't immediately assume something is wrong. Sometimes this is simply the space where life is redirecting you, not away from your path, but closer to it. And if you want to understand more about how awareness begins to change your life and your decisions, I created an Observer Effect Guide. It explores how observation and awareness allow you to recognize patterns, shift your choices, and begin consciously shaping the direction of your life. You can find the guide through the pinned comment below this video. The awakening path can feel lonely for a while, but sometimes the quiet moments in life are not emptiness. They are the space where your next chapter is slowly forming. Because when awareness expands, life eventually begins to introduce you to the people, places, and opportunities that truly belong to the person you're becoming.